I'm Mr. J. Medeiros.
My name is Rez.
My name is Stro. Oh, we are the Procussions.
Well, we name ourselves the Procussions because we believe that the drums, if you break down hip hop to its bone, down to its bone, what makes hip hop, what makes it so powerful, it's complete focus on the percussion, on the drumming, on the instrument, coming from, where drums are born and then coming over to the States. We believe that, it's just the heart of the hip hop thing. So we want to do this for the heart and with always the root in mind. That's Procussion. I was 5 or 6 years old, and I had babysitters because my mom used to work a ton, and so I would have babysitters come over and babysit me, and they were usually young, 18-year-old, girls that would come over, and they would play hip-hop for me, and they would dress me up and give me put fat laces in my shoes, and I had zip up. I was a b-boy in first and second grade. I was listening to Run DMC and Michael Jackson.
Pretty much the typical way. My mom listened to a lot of old hip hop. My dad used to dance. Pretty much they got me into hip-hop, bought me my first hip-hop records. My mom's favorite song was Bad by LL Cool J, and she used to blast it through the house all the time. That's pretty much how I got into hip-hop.
I was probably around the same age, around 6, 7, maybe even 8 years old. Same thing, parents played, Sugar Hill Gang and Curtis Blow and stuff like that around the house. But probably officially, when I knew that I was listening to hip hop, I was probably around 8 years old. My mother knew some DJs who gave her some mixtapes, and there was a Force MD's Fat Boy song that I just thought was the dopest thing ever. And I remember hearing it and just thinking that I would like to create something like that one day. So. Early on, I was influenced by a lot of like jazz music, of course, but more specifically, just jazz music, soul music. So I listened to a lot of Quincy Jones and Earth, Wind and Fire and stuff like that. But then also getting into, of course, Miles Davis and artists like Ronnie Laws and the more fusions to Weather Report and artists like that. And then later on in life, with the more people that I met, I started getting into different kinds of music. Of course, like classic rock, Led Zeppelin, Cream, bands like that. And then eventually even into some folk music. I love Joni Mitchell. I love some Joan Baez tunes, and and then the trippy sort of happy, easy listening, the association and free design and stuff like that. I get into a lot of different stuff, but I think definitely a heavy basis when I was growing up was definitely more of the jazz and the soul music. And then of course eventually running into hip hop. One of the groups that made me want to start making hip hop was definitely A Tribe Called Quest, because I was such a big jazz listener, and I thought originally they were one of the first groups that really incorporated jazz in a unique way that made me feel that it was something that I wanted to do. But also, of course, Run DMC. Then later on, groups like out of the West Coast, Hieroglyphics, and whoever you name it, who came out of that whole West Coast scene. But of course, Nas and Jay-Z and just whoever was doing anything good. I think when you immerse yourself in a culture like that, and you go head on, you get introduced to a lot of different artists, and I think I've been definitely influenced by a lot of different artists way all across the spectrum. So
is also the other side of influence. I think The major influences are, you know, the things that you go through, the way that you were raised, your parents. Our lives in Colorado have a big influence on the way that we sound and the way that we, you know, the outlook on things, our spiritual beliefs. There's a lot of things that influence us above and beyond music, and it's all just one big pot of gumbo. Everything's in it. The music, the hard times that we go through, the friends, you know, that one girl back in the day that dissed us, and now we're gonna write a song about it, and just, you know, I mean, it's all influence. It all has a heavy toll on us in the way we think and the way that we perceive things and the way we go about things and the way we treat people.